In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to give oral medications. It's something we have to do often, whether it be a dewormer or an antibiotic or something for their tummy. So it's good to know how to get them to get it and to swallow it all. Some horses can be really good for this. Other horses can be quite difficult. She's not too bad, so she's going to be an easy example, but I'll give you some tricks on what to do if they're not quite as good. So what I generally do is, instead of just trying to put the syringe directly into their mouth, I generally come up and rub the side of their face with the syringe and just get them used to having that there. And then I might even open their lips with my finger or the tip of the syringe and just get them used to that. And if they're being really good, I'll often take it away. And then I'll come back up again and just introduce that syringe into the corner of the mouth and then depress the plunger. Sometimes you'll have to pick their head up a little bit as you're depressing it, just to make sure that they're swallowing all the liquid that you're injecting. Now, if she wasn't being quite so good about that, I would usually spend a little bit more time with that negative reinforcement, meaning when they finally put their head down and settle, then you take the syringe away. That often reinforces that behavior, that it doesn't go away when they put their head up, it goes away when they come back to you and settle back down. So I usually hold on to their halter on the same side as I'm standing, so that if they do swing their head at me, it's not a direct shot. But if they're being really tall, sometimes I'll come around and kind of just tuck their nose against my shoulder so that I've got a little bit more stability and can help them bring their head down if needed. But same thing, once they settle and bring their head down, if they're not being very good for it, I'm going to take that syringe away and give them just a minute to realize that that was the right thing that they did. In some horses that are really quite bad, we'll have to practice that for quite a while with apple juice or apple cider vinegar or something that tastes really good, sugar solution, something like that, just to give them a positive reward when they get that medication, as opposed to something that doesn't taste very good. So those are the main things. Biggest thing is, don't get hurt, and make sure they get the medications. If you really went into a bind, just ask your veterinarian if you can put it in the feed.